Welcome back. New polling starting to give us a first glimpse of the Trump-Harris matchup. In Wisconsin, a new Emerson College poll out Thursday, taken after President Biden dropped out, showed a dead heat, Trump 47, Harris 47. Earlier this month, that same poll gave Trump a 5-point lead over President Biden. Nationally, a CNN poll gives Trump a 3-point lead, and a Reuters Ipsos survey gives Harris a 2-point bump. All the polls within the margin of error. Charles Franklin is the Marquette Law School poll director who currently has both a Wisconsin and a nationwide poll in the field. He joins us now. Charles, welcome back. Good to see you.
Good morning.
First, give me your reaction on these first snapshots we're seeing. What should we take away from these instant polls that have been in the field the last couple days?
It's still early in the game, and we don't have as many polls as you'd like to see to get a good feel of across the board what's happening. That said, what we have seen that's come out since Biden withdrew is a modest movement towards the Democrats, but with Trump still leading in most of the individual states and still leading nationally in most of the polls. But the margin is a little bit smaller than it was with Biden in the race.
We talked about this a week ago, just as the news was breaking, but what are you looking to capture in your new poll that you're currently in the field with?
Well, the first thing is, how do people view Kamala Harris now as a candidate in her own right instead of just as the vice president to Joe Biden? Her favorability ratings have been pretty low, a bit lower than Biden's, but that's living in the shadow of the president. Now that she's the candidate, do we see those numbers come up, or do they not move up that much? That will be a real key to her competitiveness through the fall.
Before last weekend, you had months and months and months of data, approval ratings for Biden, approval ratings for Trump, all types of questions surrounding both of these candidates. Does this now make it more difficult, essentially 3 months out, to capture how voters are feeling with a new candidate in the race so late?
Yeah, it's a real loss of the ability to look back and answer the question, how did we get here? In our national polling, we've been asking about Harris's favorability every poll for the last couple of years. So we do have a track record of her favorability, but it hadn't moved much over that time. But in asking about Trump versus Biden, we've never asked about Trump versus Harris. And that's true on issues and personality traits. That's the other thing that we'll be getting in these new polls is how do people see which candidate is better on the issues when it's Harris versus Trump? And how does that change from when Biden was the candidate?
Some fascinating new snapshots. We'll see yours in the Marquette Law School poll coming out soon. Charles Franklin, the poll director. Charles, thank you like always.
Thank you.
Up next, the voters react.